Flash issue 79, Joshua Williamson writing with Rafa Sandoval on the art, and this is, you know, post-death of Psyche. I swear, every issue of the Flash for the last like few months, like I never remember the names of any of these new characters until they say them in the issue, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Psyche. Oh yeah, it's Steadfast. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, no, I my stupid brain memorizes these things.
Yeah,
so
every issue I'm the same. Like I forget.
Don't ask me their real names, right?
Oh sure, yeah,
I know their Speed Force names.
Yeah, or Strength Force and Sage Force and so on.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, obviously we've been a little bit lukewarm on this arc, and we were definitely down on year one. I think this issue doesn't really do anything to completely change it. You know, I think it's fine. It continues the arc, you know, along the way it's been going, with no kind of quality up or down, really. Oh, it did occur to me in this issue why we have new outfits for the Rogues. I think the main reason for it is so that we can tell the difference between Captain Cold and Commander Cold without having to think about it, because they just look so different.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was when, because there was a transition at one point where we're with the Rogues and we're, you know, Captain Cold's there, and then, you know, sometimes you get the narration box when the next scene will pop on at the bottom of the page to like tease the next page, and it's like a Cold box, and I'm like, oh, we're going to another Cold character, and I turned the page and he's, you know, he's got the parka on, and I'm like, oh, that's why new Cold or old Cold looks so different, is because it's just so it's easy to tell who's who. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that. So they're all pissed at Flash for you know, like, hey, we could have helped you. We could if you let us come with you, like we could have helped you save Steadfast or Psyche rather.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Now you're a target too. That's like me bringing, like, if the Black Flash is over after everybody, and I bring all of them to where one is, now you're just creating a buffet for the Black Flash. You know?
No, so that's logic.
I'm getting real tired of Fuerz's attitude. Like, at this point, I'm just like, is the Strength Force really just like, I don't want to say corrupting her, but
I think it maybe makes her a bit more reckless.
Yeah, like, and if that's the case, that's good on Williamson for giving her a character that way. But I'm just, I get why people don't like Guy Gardner, right? Because a lot of the same reasons.
It's funny you say that, Matt.
Over time.
It's funny you say that, because I was about to say she's acting like Guy Gardner.
No, but
exactly.
Do you know what the problem is here? Is we never really knew her before. So we don't know if the Strength Force is changing her, or if this is just how she is.
Is she just a prick like Guy Gardner always?
Yeah, Guy Gardner's a prick, but he's a lovable prick.
Exactly. She's not that lovable. She's just... And I just look at her and like, wait... Barry's trying to save you, and you're going to sit there and argue with him at every other point. And my personality type, if I'm Barry, I'm like, fine, go off. I don't, whatever. I'm trying to help you. You don't want to take the help. See ya.
That's why you're not Barry Allen.
Not exactly. That's why I like Guy Gardner.
Speaking of Rose, so we got to Golden Glider, who's helping kids, like orphans or hard done by kids.
I think it's just kids who've been like abused and stuff.
And she's helping them by teaching them how to skate, and it's all kind of sweet. And then through the reflection of the ice, the Rogues come in, and I do actually like how Cold looks, and Heatwave looks fine, but the other two, you know, Mirror Master and Heatwave, what are those new designs?
I don't mind the Weather Wizard one. I really don't.
No, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
I like it.
I have to.
But no, Mirror Master, I'm with you. I mean, I get they're trying to make him a living mirror, right? But it's just not working.
Too far into the gimmick.
Yeah. They basically, because at first she's not willing to be convinced. She doesn't want anything to do with them. But Cold's like, hey, the plan we're going to do, it's your plan. It's the plan you've wanted to do the whole time. So we don't get to hear what it is. But it seems like it's something personal that she cares about, because it just convinces her immediately at the end of the scene. So we found out the Speed Force is actually stronger because of Psyche's death, because the Sage Force has been cut off essentially from the Speed Force. You know, like I said, the Speed Force has been reinvigorated. So presumably once all the other forces are done, which I think they will be by the end of the story, the Speed Force.
Except for the Still Force, because the Still Force is a key element. You know, but no, I feel like they're going to find a way to wall them all off, so we can have. Like, who knows if these characters will ever show back up again, but they won't be connected to Speed Force by the end of it.
Yeah.
No, probably not. I think the Still Force makes sense to connect to the Speed Force in that. Okay, it's a balance. It's a counterweight.
Right.
It stops the Speed Force just running away with it all and taking over everything. So it's got to have something to hold it back. It's equal and opposite reaction essentially.
Right.
I feel like Furza had the most time out of any of these characters, so if anyone's going to survive and stick around in any capacity, it probably will be her.
Yeah, and she's hiding inside the Strength Force right now.
Right.
In fact, not just her, she brings the others in with her. So
well, no, she takes Commander Cold so he can do some research of what makes up the Strength Force.
Ah, you're right.
Stays with her.
Yeah, Steadfast goes back out because he's there when Iris reappears.
Right.
Yeah.
But and that's why I think Cold will find, or Commander Cold. Well, let's call him Henry. Henry will find a way to wall it off, I'm sure. But I love this moment when Iris shows up and there's this awkward, between the two of them, and then Steadfast comes up and he's like, "Hey, you want me to have you relive your happy memories like I did with Barry?" And Barry's like, "No, we're fine." And I was like, I'm right, we're fine."
I just like that Jay's helmet is in the background of the museum. I'm quite happy about it.
I never noticed this when I first read it, but looking at that page now when she first shows up, like, it's not the most sleazy thing ever, but I feel like they've got her in a pose just so they can try and show off how great her ass is. Like that's what that pose is. So I could have done without that. But so they talk about Wally, and this is, it's like it gives you an editor's note for Flash Forward and talks about Linda going to see him, and I'm like,
not falling for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, that much.
It's like any other writer, and that would have been, would have been going, "Ooh, we should have read this." I mean, we would have read that, but as it is, no.
It could have been anyone else. It could have been, our favorite workman, workhorse writer, Dan Abnett. Like, it would have been him. He'd have been fine.
Yeah.
I'd have read it.
God, and he did Titan's Hunt that kind of seeded the missing Wally, and I'm just like, what? Anyways.
And then he did Titans and was told that he can't do pretty much anything with Wally for 2 years.
Yeah. So Steadfast tries to, fire up his power to show Iris, and Barry's like, "No, don't do that, for other reasons than I wanted him not to do that, because you think the Black Flash is coming out, but no, it's flipping Zoom." Who I forgot about, honestly. Like, I forgot he was a part of all this.
You forgot about Zoom?
Yeah, when it kicked off.
That doesn't sound very like you.
No, I forgot about Zoom, but I forgot he was still floating around in a Flash suit, because of all these machinations.
Yeah, I do have to admit, when I turned that page and he popped out, I went, "Oh yeah, Zoom, aye."
Yeah.
Yes. I did too, but I would have expected Matt to have been the one to remember.
No.
But
no, because year one or whatever it was really took a lot of steam out of that. So
yeah, it did.
So, but yeah, so they go to fight, and
Zoom kidnaps Steadfast and runs off. And the Black Flash is in pursuit, which is actually the end of the stuff we see of them, because the last couple of pages is Avery and Wallace fighting some rogues. And they're basically like, "Hey, okay, we've taken out a lot of the B-listers, let's go and get the real rogues, and let's go and get, Cold and Heatwave and so on, and all the rest of it." Because it was this last page, actually, where we see the lineup where I was really, like, annoyed at the new costumes for a couple of them.
What about Gliders?
Yeah, Gliders is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not feeling it.
Yeah, it's not as bad as Weather Wizards, but it's just not good.
I don't know, man. I still like, if that wasn't Weather Wizard,
if that was a new character, then fine, but it's not.
Cold is the only one I actually really like. Heatwaves is, it's fine.
Heatwaves has been on brand for what he's been since the New 52.
Oh,
it's fine.
He's got some flame goggles on, and he's got like that flamey sort of chest reactor looking thing. It's fine. It looks like a flamethrower, dude.
It's serviceable, right?
Yeah. So the bad guy they take down on the beach is Big Sur, which is one of my favorite names in comics. And it's who Goldberg played on The Flash. So I thought that was pretty cool, because I was like, "Oh, that's cool to see him."
Goldberg was on The Flash. I don't remember this.
Yeah, in the jail.
Oh, it was Arrow. No, it was Flash. No, you're right. It's Flash. We should rate The Flash.
Poor Connor.
We should rate The Flash.
What's that? Are we done?
We should rate The Flash 79. Matt, what are you giving The Flash?
I'm at 7.5.
Okay, Connor.
I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah, I'm probably more in line with Connor here, 6.5, I think. Yeah. The arc's fine. It's not doing super great things.
I like parts of it.